Scream 2, written by Kevin Williams and directed by Wes Craven, starring pretty much the same people from the first movie, obviously, part of the people that died. Killings started happening again, basically timed with the release of the new Stab movie, which is based off the events of the first movie and the book that Gail Weather wrote on it. And people start dying, and now they have to figure out who the killer is. The opening was really good. That definitely set a very good tone, but unfortunately, this movie's pretty disappointing. Not terrible, it's not even bad, but it's not good. The thing is, I'll get on with the bad, because there's some, but okay. The twist...
Sid. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Don't you know history repeats itself? Sid.
Surprise, Sydney.
Kind of bad comparatively to the first one, because here's the thing. Basically the killers, you barely see them. You never see them interact. So there's no fun interactions where you get to watch them, you know, just talk and shit. But also, I guess maybe, you know, like, oh, because the first one we had that, I don't know, it just doesn't feel like they interact at all. But the thing is, not just that, Timothy Olyphant's character, Mickey, the last time he shows up before the whole big scene in character without the mask and stuff is 40 fucking minutes into a 2-hour movie, and then he shows up 50 minutes later. What? Holy shit, that's like hella suspicious and makes it very obvious. As well as the fact that, so there's this scene where Jamie Kennedy's character, Randy's talking on the phone to the killer, and okay, well, at least, I guess, because it turns out that Mickey was the one that killed him in the scene. It was actually someone else. It was Debbie Salt. But it tipped me off that he was one of the killers. I mean, I knew that he was because I saw the guns and stuff like that, but it tipped me off that it's just very obvious about it, and the killer's like, oh, you're never gonna get the girl, which alluded to the film discussion scene in the film where they're talking about sequels. I guess he says that to Mickey, or just someone in the room, but you can most likely hear it where he says that, so it's not as clever as I thought. Like, it's kind of obvious, as well as the fact that when Gail and Dewey are looking the scene, and they also start randomly making out, like, it doesn't really add too much to the story. I guess they're in love, but they already were in the first movie, but now the relationship's kind of backtracked, I guess, because, like, she was kind of condescending to him in her book, I guess. There's that. They find some footage that they didn't shoot, or Joel, the cameraman, didn't shoot. And here's the thing. We see 2 people filming in this movie footage. Joel and Mickey. You literally see him with this camera out. So again, that basically just tips you out. And I guess later on, like, Debbie Salt was like, oh, we'll have everything linked to Mickey. Okay, but still, it tips you off that he's one of the killers if you pay attention briefly. And I understand that, like, it should be somewhat predictable in the sense, like, you should be able to predict it. There should be stuff to predict it, but not to this level. It's like how people are talking about The Lost World, how Steven Spielberg wanted to take another slam dunk. Yeah, except it's the same for this one, except maybe worse, because, like, the twist is just too obvious. Okay, what else? Dewey's fake out death scene is the same as the first one, but again, he gets stabbed. Like, yeah, it feels a little sadder, but, like, I mean, I guess because Jamie Kennedy's character dies, you might be like, oh shit, maybe, but, like, are they really gonna turn the cast that much? I mean, I don't know. But the point is, another fake out is just kind of weird. I mean, it's like, oh, okay, I'm not really sure if I should really care about him being in danger, especially in this new one as well, because fake out, that's kind of annoying. And there's this one fucking scene that I really do not like. So it's the car scene where the 2 cops get killed. The kills are great, but when the car crashes and the killer is just knocked out, or at least they think, they get out from the barbed wire because, like, the Rob that killed one of the dudes is poking through the barbed wire, or the wire, this thing, like this sheet almost separating them to get out. They get out, but they never once think to unmask or beat the shit out of the killer, like unmask him. And when they fucking do, the friend character, who I guess is also the girlfriend of Mickey, just stays behind while Sydney goes. She's like, oh, dumb people always run back. Like, go back. Smart people run away. No, this is the one part where you're fucking wrong. No, you shouldn't have needed to run back. You should have literally just fucking took the mask off the first fucking chance you get. Figure out who it is. Smack the shit out of them. Call the fucking police or something. And then be there. Just hang on to the motherfucker. And then boom. Oh, but the movie would be over too quick. But that shit was just dumb. There's also this part with the Greek letters that the boyfriend of Sidney Prescott, Derek, I think that is right, his name, gives to Sidney in the last scene that we see Mickey again, which is literally 40 minutes in. And so that's so weird. It was also like dancing along like this, something like that. It is kind of cool, but like, again, he's really not in the movie that much. Again, also as Debbie saw, but I guess, you know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, that's kind of unexpected. I mean, I knew it again because I've seen the kill counts. It's fun to rewatch or watch, seeing how the killers interact. But again, they didn't really have that fun interaction. But I guess the first movie did it, so kind of tipped them off. But they already made a bunch of other very obvious subs, but whatever. Point is, so you have this thing where he gives these Greek letters to her, and I guess you're not supposed to do it. So, yeah, that's a whole thing. Like, oh my god, the brothers are gonna booty rape him, kick his ass, haze him through his butthole. Like, oh, okay, that's so cool, but isn't there, like, multiple fucking murders going on? Yeah, you think those dumb retards would just be like, hey, you know, maybe we should, like, not do that and, worry about not getting our guts ripped out? You know, like, why the fuck do you care? And why the hell do they just randomly go in there to stalk the fucking boyfriend and chase after the boyfriend of fucking Sidney Prescott, who's already faced an attack? Don't you think that'll make you look really suspicious? Do you realize there's cops surrounding her? You do realize there's people on the premises? Realistically, this place should be swarming with fucking cops. Everyone would be in a curfew like the first movie. What the fuck? Man. Why? No. Why? Like, here's the thing. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's kind of annoying how they're like, oh, we're gonna kick your ass, bitch. You gave her your Greek letters. Who the fuck cares? Oh my god. Some degenerate fucking sorority club had one of their rules. Went against, oh my gosh, yeah, well, people are dying. Shit is going down. Fuck, why don't you just go to Taco Bell and have explosive diarrhea instead of doing this stupid shit? Like, dude, it's not the worst thing ever, but it's so weird. Like, why the hell did they decide to do that? Yeah, let's worry about that. Giving Greek letters when someone might just be fucking drowning in Greek yogurt with a knife in their ass. Yeah, that's super duper smart. Like, dude, what if you get killed? Yeah, there's like 20 of you, but that's like just twice as many as the amount of people die in this movie. So yeah, theoretically, still one of you could die. There's one person who's actually sent her off from the others who's like, you bitch, your mother's a whore, and then chases after him, and then the others just go pick him up and then, you know, haze him. So yeah, I don't know why they would bother to do that. I guess I'm not a fucking degenerate, so I wouldn't know. But like, seriously, yeah, let's do that in the middle of the night when murders are going on, when we could easily be shot down by the police or just arrested because we're doing some weird suspicious stuff. Literally, okay, I've got one more flaw, and it kind of connects to this. Acting weird shit. Cotton Weary, who's in this movie, who I kind of like, although, depends. But there's a scene where he's talking to Sydney about that interview, even though, you know, she was attacked and shit, and stuff is going on, but he's has to be like, hello, it's Diane Sawyer, hello, let me assault you and be really weird. Dude, calm down. Shit is going down. You just got exonerated from the case of possibly raping and murdering this bitch's mother. Why the fuck would you want to be up close and super duper personal and be like, hey, let me corner you? Not like the super sexual way, but more like, hey, why don't I just make you really uncomfortable asking for something dumb like a fucking interview? Okay, can you worry about that later when people aren't dying? Am I the dumb one, or does that just make no fucking sense? Why would you do that? That does not paint you in a good fucking picture, dude. That just makes you look worse. That makes you look so much fucking worse. Alright, my hair's a bit disheveled, but that just makes you look so much fucking worse. Dude, why would you do that? That's the end of my promise. What I like. The opening is amazing. Literally straight up perfection. Might actually be better than the original. Because the deaths are kind of sad. You got the music. Really good, sets the tone, and when she just howls at the audience and then dies while they're all oblivious going crazy for this fucking slasher movie, which I might actually bring up one thing. Why are they going crazy? Imagine that. It's so weird because it's based off a real event, like a real event movie, and people are going crazy pretending to stab each other in a movie. It's based off a real event. That's so weird. That's like people watching Titanic and like being like, yeah, fuck yeah, when the Titanic is sinking and people dying. Like, no, that's a little weird. Or like watching, I don't know, like that Charlie Sheen movie about 9/11. Like, oh yeah, that's so fucking cool. Yeah, let's go. I'm gonna fucking plant a bomb in your head. It's like just people running around being like, let's pretend you're a building and I'm playing. Like, it just feels weird. That was just kind of a funny thing. But I do like that opening. I do kind of like how Jada Pinkett Smith's character is talking about like,
it's a dumbass white movie about some dumbass white girls getting their white asses cut the fuck up.
Okay, so my voiceover wasn't exactly great, like the lip syncing and like, you know, it was shot on a different day, but like you get my point about what she said. And then like she, like it's kind of funny, his boyfriend is kind of a bit dumb, like peeking into this stall when he gets killed, stuff like that. But I do also like how she kind of insults the movie, but later you kind of see her getting into it, like, you know, like watching it, stuff like that, and actually paying attention because she points out like dumb stuff that the character does. Kind of like how I did with the first review. But yeah, that was kind of cool. I like that opening, straight up perfection. Really liked it. It's kind of sad that the movie never lived up to the rest of it, but that's a great opening. I have zero problems with it. Really like it. I guess Conway is cool. I do like how they kill off Jamie Kennedy's character Randy, and they really do trim the, I don't want to say fat, but trim the cast down. Like, the new characters pretty much all die. Derek, I think, again, who gets hazed and like caught by the Greek people, not the Greek people, the Greeks. The people who are like, oh, the fucking alpha, beta male, sigma male, fuck off. The people in the front, whatever the fuck. I feel bad for him. He's actually the one death that I feel was like kind of avoidable, but I feel bad because he seemed like a real nice dude, acting a bit weird and a bit too suspicious, just because it seemed like this movie's a little going too much on like red herrings. Like, yeah, I really wonder if the boyfriend is a killer. It's not like you already did in the first fucking movie. Yeah, that's totally gonna be it. Yeah, because you're gonna do something as blatantly obvious as that. But still, I liked his character. I felt bad for him. He's actually a death that I felt bad for. You know, it sucked. You know, I felt bad. And I kind of liked the bit of emotional manipulation. Boyfriend being a killer. I did like that part. I do like Timothy Olyphant's performance. It was pretty good. I mean, the lack of screen time, you know, was kind of annoying. Same thing with Debbie Salt's character. Not Debbie Salt's character. Laurie Metcalf's character. Debbie Salt. She was good. They're both good. I guess Gail and Dewey are pretty good. Joel, the cameraman, basically leaves when shit goes down, which is smart because when he reads the book and figures out, yeah, the cameraman, apparently in the book, he got gutted, but in real life, he just got throat slit. I mean, I don't want to say just got throat slit. It's like saying, you know, oh, the 9/11, it wasn't a huge explosion. It was just the towers crumbling. I made 2 9/11 references, but like, it's still bad. But the point is, you know, I left, which was smart. I liked his character, you know, he was actually smart. So, yeah, and he didn't die. So people want to be like, oh, well, the black guy always dies. Yeah, they do in the beginning, but it just happened to be that, at least Jada Pinkett Smith, well, they're a pretty big actress. But, you know, he's smart, he survived, so yeah. Take that all the people that say, oh, all black people always die in these movies. Like, Night of the Living Dead, yeah, he dies, but it's at the very end. The Thing, I don't think he dies. Even if that character is the Thing, whatever. He's still in the movie for a large portion. Appreciate the performance, okay? But point is, that character is cool. The cinematography is pretty cool. Again, the music was good. Again, with the opening, it's overall pretty entertaining. I do like the kills. The one with the pole going through that cop was pretty violent. It wasn't like over the top gory, but it definitely did get more violent, especially with like Dewey's fake out death with the more blood and stuff like that. I like that scene where she's like hiding from the killer. Short but suspenseful, you know, short but sweet. Saying yeah, it was good. What else? I don't really know. I do kind of like Sarah Michelle Gellar's character for the limited amount of screen time we have her in. She was cool. The sequel scene talk was kind of cool, but it's cool to see a college campus, but like kind of just reminds me of the first movie, but you know, it's kind of like that, just done a bit differently. The movie's overall just entertaining. I recommend you watch it, but not like a huge recommendation. Like the first one, huge recommendation, watch it. This one, not so much, but if you want to watch the whole series, obviously I totally 100% recommend you watch this movie to watch the whole series. And if you're bored, go ahead, you know, it's entertaining. There's some dumb shit that really could have been easily fixed, or you know, just change the plot around, man. Yeah. It's a decent movie. It's disappointing though. I mean, it's not a bad movie. I wouldn't say it's far from it, but it's a bit far from it. I still recommend it. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, and like I was thinking like between a C+ and a B-, but I'm gonna say B-, just be a bit generous because it's still entertaining. It's not nearly as good as the first one, but it's a bigger drop in quality than The Lost World. But hope you enjoyed this review, and we'll try to review the other two, and Scream, just called Scream, like same with Halloween, and same with Friday 13th 2009, and same with Halloween 2007. 2 fucking reboots in that Halloween series have the same name. They just have the year after that, like Halloween 2007, Halloween 2018. Either way, I hope you enjoyed. Try to review the next 2, and then hopefully, you know, Scream 2022 when it comes out, or when I'm able to see it, because probably won't be able to see it in theaters. I'll try to watch like Jurassic World Dominion when it comes to theaters. Maybe Doctor Strange 2 in the Multiverse of Buttholes. Sorry, that was dumb. Multiverse of Madness. It's got Sam Raimi, I believe, directing, I think. Later me editing, just confirm it. Maybe show like a picture of like the dude, like director, or just like an image where it says director Sam Raimi if he is, or where it is to clarify. But yeah, hope you enjoyed, and yeah, I'll see you whenever I upload whatever video. Most likely the Scream 3 review. Yeah, I'll see you when I upload that, or whatever new video I'm doing. So hope you enjoyed.